You sent a message today. Maybe a text, maybe an email, maybe just a comment on a video, and within seconds, someone on the other side of the planet received it. That is what contact looks like in your world. Instant, frictionless, expected. So why, in a universe containing an estimated 2 trillion galaxies, has no one contacted you? Not you personally. All of you. Every human. Every radio telescope, every signal humanity has ever beamed into space. Silence. Nothing. The cosmos is enormous, old, and by every statistical measure, almost certainly not empty. And yet the silence is so total it has a name, the Fermi Paradox, named for physicist Enrico Fermi, who in 1950 sat down to lunch with colleagues at Los Alamos and asked a question that has never been fully answered. If intelligent life is common, where is everybody? There are more stars in the observable universe than grains of sand on every beach on Earth. Most of those stars have planets. A fraction of those planets sit in what astronomers call the habitable zone, close enough to their star for liquid water, far enough not to boil away. In 1961, astronomer Frank Drake formalized this problem into an equation, estimating the number of active civilizations in the Milky Way alone. Even with conservative numbers, the math suggests you should not be alone. And yet, nothing. No signal, no probe, no visitor, no sign. This is the paradox, and the silence might not mean what you think it means. The first possibility is the simplest. They do not exist. Not yet, not nearby. The universe is 13.8 billion years old, but complex life on Earth only appeared a few 100 million years ago. It is possible that your civilization is simply early, that in the vast timeline of cosmic history, you are among the first to show up. Carl Sagan estimated that a civilization just 1,000 years ahead of yours would appear nearly indistinguishable from magic, and 1,000,000 years ahead, you would not even have a framework to recognize it. If most civilizations are younger than yours, there is no one to call. The second possibility is darker. Something kills them, all of them, before they can reach you. Robin Hanson called this the Great Filter, a barrier so catastrophic that no species has yet crossed it. The question that should unsettle you is this: is the filter behind you or ahead? If the development of complex life is rare, congratulations, you survived the hard part. But if civilizations routinely reach your level of technology and then go silent, that filter is still waiting. Nuclear war, climate collapse, artificial intelligence that consumes its creators, bioweapons engineered in a lab. Not one of those scenarios is science fiction. You already have the tools. The silence may not be a mystery. It may be a warning. The third possibility sounds almost offensive. They know you are here. They are not answering. Physicist Paul Davies has explored this in his work on the nature of intelligence beyond Earth, suggesting that a civilization advanced enough to cross interstellar space might find humanity roughly as interesting as your scientists find a colony of ants. Not worth disturbing, not worth contacting, not worth the energy. You have existed as a technological species for about 100 years. The universe is 138 million times older. To something watching the long arc of cosmic time, you have not been around long enough to warrant a response. There is a fourth possibility that almost no one talks about. You are already being contacted, and you cannot understand it. The assumption behind every radio telescope ever built is that alien intelligence communicates in a way you would recognize. Radio waves, laser pulses, mathematical sequences. But that assumption rests on a foundation of human cognition, human technology, and human timescales. A species 1 billion years more advanced than yours may have moved entirely beyond electromagnetic communication, the way you moved beyond smoke signals. They may be communicating through quantum entanglement, gravitational waves, or something that has no entry in your physics textbooks yet. The universe could be full of conversation, and you are simply not listening in the right language. What none of these explanations give you is comfort. Because each one, whether the filter is behind you or ahead, whether silence means absence or indifference or incomprehensibility, forces you to look at your own civilization from the outside. You have been broadcasting your existence into space since the 1930s. 90 years of radio signals expanding outward at the speed of light, carrying news broadcasts, radar pulses, the first television signals, and eventually the Internet's electromagnetic fingerprint. Anything within 90 light years has already received your message. The question is whether anything out there decided you were worth answering. Today, when you send a message and wait for a reply that never comes, you might feel invisible, forgotten. You might wonder whether what you sent even mattered. That feeling, that particular species of loneliness, is one of the oldest in the universe. It just took you a few billion years of evolution to develop the technology to broadcast it. The silence is not an answer, but it is telling you something.